Welcome to another DJ Coffee Talks. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the comments, all the conversations we're having, and all the support for this new video series on my YouTube channel. Today, it's going to be a little less introspective, I think. I thought about this the other day as I was preparing for my gig on Friday night. Throw some footage up here. I wanted to talk about kind of superstition in a way. I know that me personally, I have a pre-gig routine that I make sure I do every time I gig out. There's a certain set of things that I like to do. And I'm just curious if other DJs out there have something similar. It doesn't need to be complicated. Mine certainly is not. But I found myself early on just kind of doing the same things over again. And I think this is something that not just in DJing, but a lot of performers have just kind of pre-performance routines they like to kind of check off before they go on stage or before we start our DJ sets. And mine personally, I like to try to show up to the gig, especially if it's somewhere that I haven't played before, or not somewhere that I'm not a regular at least 15 minutes to even, and when it's a new spot, maybe even an hour before I get there, just to get a sense of the room, if the party's going already, and I'm playing a little later, not opening. I definitely want to be there early just to be able to get an idea of the energy in the room, what the crowd's receptive to. If I hear the DJ play something before me that, you know, the crowd's kind of iffy with, I just try to take mental notes of that. So that's one major thing, is just trying to get there early, trying to get a sense of the energy of the room, and really just trying to take mental notes of what I need to do and what adjustments that I need to make in my game plan for my DJ set. Second would definitely be setting up my laptop if I am using Serato, maybe at least 5 minutes beforehand, and plugging in if it's possible. If you know you're using a mixer or a controller with 2 USBs, I want to be able to plug in, make sure that my laptop can connect, make sure that I don't have to download any drivers that might delay me starting my set on time. Just trying to be professional and being courteous to the DJ that's playing before me. You know, maybe they have somewhere to go right after, and just trying to be courteous and thoughtful of their time as well. And just myself being professional and making sure that I'm able to start on time as long as it's possible. Secondly would be, you know, I make sure to grab certain things out of my bag in a certain order. I know that might sound weird, but it's usually laptop first, plug it in, make sure you know, it's good to go. The decks come up in Serato and I'm able to play. Next would be my headphones, and just set them on the side, easily accessed, so when it's time for me to switch over, I know exactly where they are, and I'm not fumbling through my bag. After that would be grabbing my charger for my laptop. Now, with this new laptop, luckily it has great battery life and I don't have to plug it in right away. I've played like 4 hours on this laptop and not had to plug it in at all, which is awesome. So after I grab my headphones from the side, I'll go into my bag, grab my charger, put that to the side as well, just in case I need it. And then I also make sure that after that, I make sure that this might be, you know, too much information, but I make sure that I use the restroom right before, you know, I have to get ready and get set. I don't know if it's in my mind, that's just kind of the time I take mentally to get out any last minute jitters or just mentally prepare myself. Just, you know, the walk from the booth through the club or the lounge to the restroom and doing my business, just taking a last look in the mirror before I have to play as I'm washing my hands, just kind of mentally, you know, preparing and pepping myself up, and then just getting to the DJ booth and getting started. You know, as I see I might have like a minute or two left, just nicely asking the DJ, hey, it's almost time, you know, how many more you got? But at the same time, I don't try to rush them off. I'm like, hey, it's almost time, take your time, as long as they're being courteous as well. Like, just let me know when you're ready to go. I just try to let them know, like, hey, I'm ready whenever you are. And then, as soon as it's time, make sure, you know, my laptop's up and running one last time, switch the one deck over, and start my DJ set. Now, maybe this thought came to me because I was thinking about sports with NBA playoffs starting this past weekend, or this past week, and just thinking about it in that sense, as well as thinking about, yeah, I really do these things every single time I DJ. And I'm curious, I can't be the only DJ out there that has a pre-gig routine. Maybe it even starts out before you even get to the venue. Maybe you listen to a certain kind of music in the car, certain kind of genre. You know, there's just so many possibilities as far as what your pre-gig routine can entail. Oh, one other thing, and this is major, and I've learned this over the years. If I know I'm DJing that night, I make sure that as much as possible, never, ever, ever have a heavy meal before I have to DJ that night. I'll definitely have dinner, but I don't want something super heavy like maybe like a large pasta dish or something with like a lot of rice, a lot of carbs, or just a whole lot of food. I don't like that feeling of feeling super full while I'm DJing, and I've done it in the past, and just over the last few years, that's something I've definitely cut out. If I'm gonna eat before my gig, it's gonna be something light, but something satisfying, just to physically set myself up as best as possible before I have to play for a few hours. You know, that's definitely another element before I get to the club. But I wanna hand the conversation off to you guys. Really curious, what is your pre-gig routine? Please leave it down in the comments below. I'd love to know how you guys set up for your gigs, how you set yourself up. And I'd love to also know, when you talk about your pre-gig routine, what kind of spots are you playing? Are you playing clubs? Are you playing lounges, smaller bars, house parties, whatever the case is? Because I think that plays a factor as well. The type of venue you're playing or the type of party you're playing kind of can affect your pre-gig routine. And also, how long are you playing? Is your set only gonna be an hour? Is your set 2 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is? I think those elements really kind of figure into how you prepare yourself to get ready to play, which I think is so important as well. Like, getting physically and mentally ready in the right way can really set yourself up to have the best night possible. So please, again, leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and catch you guys in the next one.